Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the ACC, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Liberty's offense is on the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Pressure coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Green. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Flames will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And they swarm him under. A really smart pull and run by that quarterback.
Wherever your eyes are supposed to be for the read option, put your eyes there. He comes aggressively, boom, I pull that football, I run down the field and make big plays. So it's as simple as that. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's that simple. Put your eyes where they belong.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, you've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny. right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And he'll coming into...
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Larson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
It's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Gonna run it. It's Law. The Flames are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Pratt. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Flames. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. He's loose down the middle. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it. It's Williams. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Flames will punt this one away. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here come the Irish back on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He's looking for an open man on second down. With the catch, it's Young. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Makes the catch. It's Williams. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
And the returner will be brought down. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ball. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they... Third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And and that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. And the Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's long. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Green. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead. Touchdown, Liberty! They take the lead with the 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. That last drive really productive, David, wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Pratt. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hill. A shot toward the end zone. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football there. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Takes the handoff. It's long. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Handoff to the single running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They go to the draw. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wants to throw. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. He looks that one in nicely. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 21.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that. But you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quickly complete. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Hill. Dumps it to the back. And it jumps.
touchdown pass towards the
His hands, he wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Flames want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the Flames getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fires to the big fella. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
timeout, Liberty.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking for a man. It's Green. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this game will be decided right here with this kick. It is good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said,